Hey everybody! I am back from vacation. I actually feel like I needed another day because the technical difficulties I just experienced with trying to get online, I've never had technical difficulties. And what I just experienced trying to come live just now has been crazy. Everybody in the house has internet except Sharon. Every It's just so much going on. So again, I try to keep my commitment. I'm going to be honest, I was going to take another week, but I try to keep my commitment and do what I said I was going to do. I am not going to be up here very, very long. And that is mainly because I don't know what my internet is going to do. Because, like I said, the boys' internet is fine. Everybody else's internet is okay. I'm just having issues. So, I don't know if that's because somebody don't want me to say what I came up here to say, but nevertheless, I have a charge to keep and I want to make sure that I am sharing whatever God has given me to share week after week. And so again, if you're here, let me know where you are from. Again, tag, like, and share. As I stated, I will not be up here. Usually I'm on here for about an hour, so I will not be on here an hour today. Um, but I knew I needed to come up to tell you guys what's going on with me. Every week I come on, I give a topic, I have somebody come on. Hey, I have somebody come on. We have great conversation. However, I felt like this week, and it may be for the next few weeks, I need to come on and kind of hash out some things. And so today I wanted to kind of just go right in and talk about my topic for today, which is slow down. And I know it's so ironic to say that when we're in the middle of a pandemic. We are still in the middle of a pandemic, even though people sometimes act like we're not. We are still in the middle of COVID. Yes, some people are getting vaccinated, but vaccinations doesn't um, necessarily take you away from getting the COVID, getting the infection, disease, whatever you want to call it. However, last year this time we were completely slowed down and we were in a complete shutdown pretty much around the United States of America. And I do know that people listen to me in other places, but I'm specifically, of course, but I around the world pretty much in different places shut down at different levels. But definitely here in the United States, we're completely shut down. Had to wait on lines to get into the grocery store. Wasn't no sense in going outside because nobody was out there. You needed to really stay in the house. We didn't know what was going on. And so we've really truly slowed down. But what I want to talk about is because people were so antsy to get out, and everybody kept saying, I can't wait to 2021. I can't wait to 2021. I was saying the same thing as well, but not necessarily because I thought COVID was going anywhere, but some of the things that God has planned for me for 2021. So I was excited and I came into the new year like guns blazing, like I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this. And by the end of first quarter, I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna do this. And we know, if you know the quarters, the end of the first quarter ended March 31st, which April 1st bringing in a whole new quarter, which is considered the second quarter. And so I had all of these plans. I had strategy meetings. I have notebooks. Honestly, you guys, you see, I have notebooks for all these different things. I have a binder based on, what one book is about, what God is telling me. Another book is about business. Another book is for work. So I try to write down and keep up with all of these things. And my birthday was the beginning of February. And right after my birthday, the Lord told me to slow down. And if you know anything about me, I'm the type of person that when I hear God, I am so fearful of him that I do what he tells me to do. Now, there are times when I don't know if it is God, but for the most part, when I know it is definitely God, I get myself together and sit down somewhere because at the end of the day, if I had to give a comparison, and it's not the same, but if I had to give a comparison, when you were 2 years old, 3 years old, and your mother told you sit your behind down and don't say nothing, that's kind of how I feel when I know it's God speaking to me and He's telling me to do something. So it started around February 12th or 13th or whatever. I had a plate of things that I wanted to get done. I had a to-go list, a task list, all of these things that I wanted to do because I'm a planner, I'm an organizer, I'm a strategist. That's who I am. And the Lord told me to close my computer. And I was like, what do you mean close my computer? Because these things that's on my list of things you told me to do. Why I gotta close my computer? But I listened and I closed my computer. And I sat and I waited. And I sat and I waited. The Lord would give me other things that I needed to do, but it was for me to write them down, not for me to do anything with them. That's why I always have a pen here, because the Lord is speaking at whatever time. And so he gave me all of these great ideas, all of these things to do, all of these things I need to accomplish. But every time I went to go do them, he told me not to. And for the life of me, it has been 2 months. And I'm like, okay, God, you gave me these things to do. I know I'm supposed to do them. But why did you give them to me? And now you're telling me not to do them. And so I wanted to talk to you about the fact that the Lord needed me to slow down to because I was hearing him, but to slow down. So then as I slowed down and not move so fast, he was doing things behind the scenes. What I want to encourage you about today is sometimes we are so quick to move out on what God gave us because we know he gave it to us. We know that he wants us to do it, but things still have to line up in order for it to be executed the way he wants it. And so for the whole month of March, and I knew the end of the quarter was coming. March 31st was coming. I had to check in with my accountability partners. I was supposed to have this list of stuff that I was supposed to get done, blah, 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 blah. Like I said, I got a book. Y'all see it's linked out to you. I have a book, all of these things, and everything that was on my list that I knew God gave me to do, I hadn't finished any of it, nor every time I went to it, he told me to close my book and to get off the computer. So April 1st comes in. Once April 1st comes in, it's not like something magically happened and he said, oh, work on it today. He sent me back to my book so I could revisit what he told me. And then the things that were happening behind the scenes started coming to fruition, where what I would have done and paid for in February, he gave it to me for free in April. So if I would have went out in February and did some of these things that I knew he gave me to do so quickly, I would have been out of hundreds of dollars. But because I waited and I obeyed him, when April rolled around, so I'm thinking I'm late because it's the second quarter and I had goals, I had objectives. The beginning of the second quarter, he opens a window. And not even just a window, a door, a whole house he opens up. So, what I want to encourage you about is because I know, and especially, and I'm saying this especially to my Black and my brown sisters, because I know we's about our business this year. When I say we's about our business, we's about our business. We got goals, we got objectives, we got things to do. We're not apologizing for who God created us to be. However, don't be so quick to get it done that you don't wait for God to give you the green light. And so I just wanted to say some of those obstacles that you may be encountering are not even the devil, because we blame a lot of stuff on the devil. I don't even know why we give him so much space. We blame a lot of things on him. It's a possibility that you moved out of sequence and you didn't give God an opportunity to do what he needed to do behind the scenes. Because the thing is, we're not a one man army. Usually, when the Lord is doing something in us, for us, he uses other people. So if he's trying to get them up and get them ready, but you already on the train to Georgia, you're going to miss your stop because then when by the time you get there, they're not there. So slow down. I know by June 1st or whatever, you got all of these things you want to do, all of these plans you have. You trying to do this, you trying to do that, you trying to manage the kids, you trying to manage the job, you starting your business, you writing a book. All of these things are great. And I'm confident that all of these things are things that God told you to do. But what I want to remind you of is that give him time to work. Because he said do it doesn't mean he said do it today. And doesn't mean that you have to be some solo actor when he's probably preparing a village to support and uplift what he gave you to do. So, and I know we feel like nobody ain't gonna support me, nobody ain't gonna help me, nobody's gonna do this, nobody's gonna do that. But let's be honest, when God gives you a vision, he is going to send the people who are supposed to run with the vision. If you wait, the key is you have to wait until he sends the right runners for your vision. That's why some people are lone rangers because they're so ready to go do something, to be seen, to be elevated, to make money. When if it's a God vision, he is going to equip you and give you what you need to in order to move and go forward. And so I just want to encourage you on today. If you're anything like me, I am an alpha female. Like I told y'all, I got books. I write everything down. I keep it 100 with my goals and my objectives. But I am learning in this season that my plan and my abilities to do things and strategize and organize are nothing if they are not submitted to God. And submission doesn't just mean I believe in him and I love him and I honor him and all of those things, because all of those things are true. But it means even when he tells me to turn off my computer, even when he tells me to shut up, Sharon, don't talk today. Even when he tells me, you know what, go back and rethink that, when I know I think I'm right, then I trust what he's telling me. And so I'm saying this because some of you, which I am so proud, have gone out and established these businesses and got LLCs and all of this stuff. I mean, y'all are doing it, which is awesome. But have you submitted what you're doing to God? And not only have you submitted it to God, but into his timing. And have you connected with the people he wants you to connect with in order to push the vision forward? I'm assuming God gave you the vision and that's why you're doing it. So that's my assumption. If you're doing it for any other reason, then it's going to fail anyway, if you're a believer. Because if you're not doing it to glorify him, and I don't care what it is, I don't care if you sell clothes on the internet. If you are a believer, what we do in our purpose in the earth is to bring glory back to God. So that's just what it is. I think sometimes we disconnect God from things we think are secular or less spiritual, when the truth of the matter is God created it all. If we go back to Bible times, let's think about it, because you know everybody now big on marketplace ministry. You know, everybody big on that. I remember when I've had some leaders in the past, and I ain't talk about my leader now, so y'all don't come for them, who told me I spent too much time at work, that I was doing too much for that job, that I was going to hell. Now I hear, oh my God, marketplace ministry. I was going to hell years ago. Now it's, oh my God, marketplace ministry. That's neither here nor there. But if we really truly look at the marketplace, the first marketplace was in the Bible. Jesus went and got disciples who were fishermen. Fishing, fishermen. What did fishermen do? They worked. That was the marketplace. They fished, they sold the fish. So if God was so concerned, first of all, Jesus went to the marketplace to go get disciples to follow him. But yet and still, I was going to hell. That's another story for another day. But I say that to say that means God is concerned about what we do. He's concerned about our work. He's concerned about how we're presenting him, not just in a church building, but outside of the four walls, which are now more important now more than ever. And so I just want to encourage you, because some of you feel like you've hit a brick wall, that my business is not coming together, or the Lord gave me this, or people seem like they won't support me, or I'm doing this and I spent this money and that money and this money and this money, and I've just spent over $1,000 and no money is generating and coming in. I admonish you to go back to the source and ask him, what does he want you to do? And if he says, close your business, would you do that? If he said, you got it all wrong, start over, get a new blueprint, would you do that? I had to ask myself those questions because some of the things that I have been working on, I have been working on for years. I didn't just wake up one day and it was a pandemic and it was like, oh my God, I need to start our business. No. I ain't got all these student loans for nothing. I've been working on this for a long time. But even in that, the Lord continues to change the vision. He can not even change it, he continues to sharpen it and give me more clarity and give me more instruction and purge me, give me more character. Do some things that I never thought or even imagined. He is truly blowing my mind. If I could tell you guys how much money I've spent out of my pocket for my business, you wouldn't believe me. But that's because I waited on the Lord. I am just grateful that he is mindful of me, that when I'm getting ready to go spend hundreds of dollars for something, he said, you know how Martin used to do? Or what's that, Sinead? He'd be like, hold up. Don't spend that. Wait. And when I wait, he comes right through that back door. And it ain't fast, though. I've had to learn to wait upon the Lord and be of good courage. He would strengthen my heart. But when he comes, it's something I would have never imagined or expected. And so I just want to encourage you to slow down. Everything ain't got to be done this month. Everything doesn't have to be done this week. You don't need to have 15 classes and 25 events to prove that you're doing something. The Lord can have it where your one event can make you millions if you sit and wait until he gives the strategy. So I just want to encourage you, because honestly, God has been encouraging me, because I said, Lord, I don't know what's going on, because this list you gave me to do, it's intense. Like, I got a lot to do. And I don't know how I'm going to do it. And I'm working full time. I'm a wife. I'm a mother who still got kids home virtually with me, because I don't care what them schools say. My kids stay at home. I'm in ministry. I got a prayer group. I'm doing all of these things. And I'm like, Lord, how am I going to maintain and do all of this? And he said, honestly, If you wait and move when I tell you to move, it'll be easy. Some of you are stressed out because you're not waiting. Therefore, it's hard. When God gives it to you, He'll make the way easy. You get it? So I just want to tell you slow down. Write the vision and make it plain so the Lord can send you runners who are going to support and help the vision. Now, I want to just say, because I said this the other day in a post, because people want to help your vision doesn't mean that those are the people God sent. And some of you have people who are living and operating in complete disobedience who have the keys to your vision. So I ask you, why would you give the keys to your vision that you said God gave you to somebody you know who living in obedience, disobedience? Somebody you know ain't living right. Somebody you know don't honor God. Somebody you know ain't right. If God gave you the vision, why wouldn't He send you sanctified, holy people to carry it out? Why do we have to compromise? Maybe that's why your vision isn't going anywhere. Because we say He gave it to us, but we don't honor Him and trust Him enough to send the right people to carry it out. We rather ask Joe Smo, who we know smoke weed every day, or in somebody's bed every day or every week, or somebody who's cheating on their spouses, or somebody who backbiting and gossiping. We rather choose those people because they support us and they love us. And I'm not telling you to not love people. I am telling you to hate the spirit in which they operate. So I just wanted to say slow down, sit, write, and wait for God to give you the green light. Wait for Him to give you the green light. I know you have a great idea. I know you have an awesome business idea, but wait for God to give you the green light. I'm just telling you guys, this is something I have been learning the first part of 2021, and it has blessed my life because as I have waited, the Lord has been shifting and moving and adding people and bringing people to the forefront and introducing me to people who are to help my vision that I would have never met if I didn't slow down. So, slow down and wait on Him. The word says, wait on the Lord and be of good courage. I understand, Dr. Nicole. I understand. She said if I had to wait for all saved people to move, I would be in 2020, 2000. Y'all know that was over 21 years ago. So, but you get what I'm saying. Let's just be careful with what God has instructed us to do. Let's just be careful with what He's given us. And let's be prayerful that He sends the people. Because He's going to send whoever He wants to send. The Bible says the wealth of the wicked is laid up for the just. He's going to send whoever He wants to send. That's just what it is. But I'd rather be someone He sent than someone I thought I needed. So that's my tidbit for tonight. I said I wasn't going to be on long. I guess my internet didn't act crazy. But I just want to encourage you to keep pushing and to keep enduring. And I know a lot is going on right now. I just saw videos because I don't even really watch the news anymore, you guys. That's a whole nother thing. I don't really watch the news anymore, but I am seeing what's happening because, of course, I try to make sure I have prayer points. And let's just keep praying for what is happening in this world, what is happening to Black and Brown people. Let's just keep praying. Let's keep praying for the health of the people. Let's keep praying that the Lord show his mercy upon the people. Um, Honestly, the worst is not over. And so I just try to be mindful of that as well, that the worst is not over. So let's slow down so we can make sure we're moving in the timing of God in the right season so that we are not taken away. We're not, doing things out of turning out of season. I guess you get it. So that's all I wanted to say for tonight. I may be back next week. I think I will be. It depends on what God says. Like I said, I didn't think he wanted me to come on today. And then he said, okay, you can go on for a little bit. So now I'm getting off because, like I said, I'm fearful of the Lord. So I move and operate in obedience. And so he said, I can come on for a little bit. That's why I guess the enemy was mad. He started bickering with my internet and stuff. So I just want to tell you guys, I love you. 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 But slow down. It's gonna work. You're not gonna fail. It's not gonna be a disaster if you wait. Slow down. And in your waiting, be productive. Because that's the key thing too. Some people feel like, oh, I'm just waiting for the Lord to move, and you're not being productive. Faith without works is dead. These are Bible. Be productive in your waiting. Be productive in your waiting. You'll figure out what being productive means, but be productive in your waiting. So that's all I wanted to say for tonight. I love you guys so much. You guys know I am live on Mondays at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time when the Lord tells me I can come on. I have been under a rock for a while, even though you guys know I just came back from vacation. But even before that, there's a lot of happening right now. And I don't want people to get lost in the busyness of this world, that we don't take time to slow down and reverence that we're still here. And so I love you guys all so much. Again, tag, like, and share. I am sure that somebody needed to hear this because I wouldn't have came on if the Lord ain't tell me to. So clearly somebody needed to hear this. Slow down, take care of yourself, take care of your mental health, take care of your physical health. Breathe, relax. He got it all covered. And I'm telling you, because I'm learning. He got it all covered. So I love you guys so much. I will talk to you next week. Take care. Bye.